Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to season 2. That's right, we actually made it to a season 2. So I'm gonna go back to working on the Mercedes. I actually plan on finishing this car this year, and my deadline is probably gonna be by Halloween. I want this car to be completely done by Halloween. So if you haven't done so already, click that notification logo right there with that little bell and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be uploading on a regular basis. Every 2 weeks you guys will have the Mercedes video, and then once a month you guys will have a product review and more if there are more products that enter my pipeline. Let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. So today's episode is titled The Doors. Just like that band. So this episode is going to show you guys how to remove the door panel off your Mercedes-Benz. When you have your door panel off your Mercedes-Benz, you will be able to access a lot of other interesting things that you guys may not have had normal access to, such as the door speakers, wrapping the wood trim and replacing it with your choice of vinyl, and sound deadening. Let's talk about some of the basic tools you'll be needing to remove the panel off of the Mercedes-Benz. First, you'll need a set of basic trim removal tools like this. These will all be located in the description section below. Now, this is a very special trim removal tool that I encourage you buy it because you're going to need it to take the plugs off. And then you'll be needing a set of needle nose pliers. You only need to use this once, and then you can pretty much toss it down and forget about it. So before you guys start removing the plugs and everything, the very first thing that you want to do is remove the sail. The sail is located up there in the upper left-hand corner of the door. Now, to get that sail off, it is actually pretty straightforward. You want to press on the back side of the sail with your thumb and push forward to the front of the vehicle. Now, as you're pressing forward, you want to take your pointer finger and feel for the gap and then start prying back. And as you're prying back, continue pressing with your thumb, and the whole thing will just detach completely. Now that your sail is detached, you have full access to your tweeter and a little bit of some sound deadening here. So go ahead and set the sound deadening aside and then disconnect the tweeter from the sail. To do this, all you're going to simply do is take your hand and firmly grab onto the plug and squeeze at the little latch point, and it'll disconnect itself. Now, make sure you guys keep these two items together so you don't lose it while you're working on the car, because more parts are going to keep coming off. The next part you're going to want to remove is this upper trim molding. This upper trim molding is necessary to remove because it's hiding one screw. So start on the front and start prying back. Now keep in mind, these are two little latches right here. You kind of have to squeeze and pull up. And there you go. Now that they're completely detached and out of the way, you can continue to remove the upper trim panel. So just going to keep pulling on it. The backside here is a little bit thick, and then after that it just comes off. Now this is where you're going to need the needle nose pliers. Go ahead and insert it right into the middle and pull out the H section. The H section is this little plug that keeps this whole thing pressurized. Now that you guys have it depressurized, use the spade and press down on one of the teeth, and then use the Y connection to press down on the other tooth while pulling it forward. Then take the needle nose pliers, grab firmly, and pull straight out. Keep in mind, this is a one-time use plug. You can go ahead and try and reuse it, but typically after pulling it out, they're pretty much done for. Now the next thing you want to do is get your Y trim removal tool and just insert it into the panel and give it a little bit of a gap, that way you can feel for the plugs. Once you guys have ID'd where a plug is, use the special tool to go in and pull up on the plug. You'll hear it pop when it successfully disconnects it. Don't use the tool to randomly feel and twist up. You could end up damaging your panel. Use the tool only to pull up on the plugs, and make sure you guys can visibly see where the plugs are, and you're able to get the two forks on the
tool onto those plugs to pull them off. Now keep working your way around. There's 3 on each side. So 3 on the right, 3 on the bottom, and 3 towards the inside of the door. Just keep feeling around. They're kind of easy to spot out. The bottom ones will typically come off after you've loosened off all the other ones. But like I said, they're easy to spot. Just keep feeling for them. And I'm going to show you guys towards the end of the video where exactly are all their locations, because that may end up helping some of you. But from what I've done and from what I've had experience with, nothing beats just using your feelings and using your senses to detect where these things are. The next thing that you want to do is locate the 2 T30 bolts that are holding the panel onto the door. There's 2 of them right underneath the pull bar. So very carefully use your tool to remove each side of the T30s. You guys can use one with a magnet, or you guys can do what I'm doing and just carefully unscrew them and leave them there. The next thing you want to do is pull straight up. Now you want to make sure you can get over that lock latch, so you have to pull straight up, and then very carefully, don't do this fast, do this slow. Slowly bring it up, because you still have electrical cables hooked up to the door, and not to mention the lock actuator that is shown here. Just pull straight up on the lock actuator and it'll disconnect from the plastic. There you go. And then set that aside. And then you guys are going to disconnect the blue and the red connections here at the VR module. So just unplug those 2, and now you guys can successfully detach your panel from your door. Now that you have the panel off the door, you want to remove any of these orange plugs that are left behind. Just go ahead and just pop them off, and then make sure you guys reinstall them back on the door. Carefully examine your work and make sure that there are no orange plugs left or anything's out of place. Now the door panel itself has the wood trim that if those of you guys that want to wrap it, you can. Just take these 10mm nuts off. They are one-time use nuts, so you will have to buy new ones, and then wrap it to whatever color you want. Now set your panel inside your trunk in case you guys are following me for the next steps, and then carefully plug in all of your orange plugs, and then just go ahead and make sure it is somewhere safe where everything is in its place.
That is going to be it for today's video, guys. This is, keep in mind, the door series, so to simplify life and to make sure that I explain everything as properly as I can, I've broken up each segment into its own section instead of overwhelming you guys with a 50-minute long video. Now that you guys have removed the door panel off of your door, you guys will be able to either service the components within your door, or if you're like me, you guys will be upgrading the door speakers and taking these paper ones out. At the same time, I will be wrapping the wood trim, and I will show you guys what that looks like when it's completed. That will be in another video. The next video that will be uploaded will be the door speakers for this door. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you guys then, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I have a big, exciting announcement as soon as we're done with this door series. Trust me, you guys are going to want to watch that announcement. In the meantime, take care, guys.